Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We've also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exam to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google.
Good evening all. I hope you all doing well. Good evening, Aditya sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
You can take over that.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, all of you. So, I hope all you are doing well, and I hope everyone is able to hear me clearly right now. Just give me a second, guys.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. Just give me a second, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
So, so from today onwards, we are going to see how we are going to exploit our target. In yesterday's classes, we see how we bypass firewall, how we actually bypass a real firewall. In yesterday's class, we actually bypassed the real operating system, which is a Windows 10 operating system, and we see how we use different type of scans like /d R&D scans, which is just decoying random IP address, and which is very useful for getting some time information, important information from the target. So we get more information using the firewall evasion. We learn how to bypass firewall on real targets. So into the classes, classifying how to make tools in using Python. Okay, Avishekada, I'm also able to teach you how you can make tools in Python. This is not very tough. So in today's classes, we are going to see many different things. Also in yesterday classes, we will also explore to dark web. We will go on dark web. We see how we access dark web using the Tor network. We can go and search some search engines. We go on a website of a dark web and see something like that. So we are very similar about the darknet, deep web, and the surface web. So today we are going to see some scripts. See, Nmap is not having only scan option. They have also script options. Sometimes these scripts are very useful. See, because sir, what about the Nmap book? Actually, yeah, I'm just sharing the link. Just don't worry, I'm giving you the link. Don't need to worry. But sir, can you tell how to bypass? Yeah, I'm also going to tell you how to bypass. That's what we are going to see in today's classes. So see, we see some scan options in yesterday classes which was used for bypassing the firewall of Windows 11, Windows 10, and which is very useful and which will really bypass the firewall. But what happens? Sometimes we are not able to bypass the firewall. Sometimes even the same command does not able to bypass the firewall. If I use /d rnd -100 decoy IP address, or I use mtu, or I use something else, I use /fp to fragment my packets, I will do different options. But sometimes these options do not work properly. So at that time we need to use some other option, or we need to use some other tools. Because if Nmap was not giving us result at a particular time, we are need to shift it to from Nmap to another tool. Maybe some another tool give us the more results compared to Nmap. So before shifting to another tool, we have some our own options in Nmap. If these functions does not give us result, we use scripts. See, Nmap has different scripts which are very useful for performing different type of scans. Also, these scripts are very powerful and these scripts give us the more results compared to functions sometimes. So let me just share my screen. I want to show you something. Is my screen visible to all of you guys? Can I get a quick response in the chat box? Very good, Shivam. So first of all, just simply search Nmap scripts and just simply press here. I'm also giving you the same link. You can just simply search Nmap scripts on your browser and you will open a tab like this and I'll tell you which tab you need to open. So just come here. You can see here the first option nmap.org, which is the official Nmap script engine NSE. Just simply click here and we will get some information about the scripts. This I'm just sharing you the link. Just let me share. You just open this link from your browser or in your phone. So here we have come on our script. So what is basically NSE or Nmap script engine? See, here we get a simple definition. The Nmap script engine, NSE, is one of Nmap most powerful and flexible feature. See, why it is powerful and flexible? The question is always put up why it was powerful and flexible. When we have functions which was used for bypassing this particular system, why we use the script? See, functions are predefined codes which was used for doing a particular task. Like /d, IND already defined that it will simply decoy my IP address into multiple IP address and then send the data to the particular target. So it was just a specific task the function can do. But NSE does not have like this. NSE is like a script or codes which was used to simply bypass the firewall. So these codes are simply line of code which see that the particular firewall has done any vulnerability. If we find the vulnerability, it simply attack it and get information. So NSE is very powerful and flexible and it is also very simple to use. Also, it allows user to write and share simple scripts. Also, you are able to initiate your own script on a particular target. See, if you know about Python network automation, see, Python is one of the most popular tools which was used for cyber security also. There's a course, or you can say there's a term come in Python, which is Python with network automation, where you can learn how to you can connect with network devices using Python. So if you know about networking with Python, at that time you are able to create your own Nmap in the functions, which was is for scanning firewalls or bypassing firewalls. Or if you know about PowerShell or Bash a little bit, at that time you can also create some functions which were used for bypassing it. So Bash, or you can say Python. These two techniques are basically used, or programming languages are basically used for bypassing the firewall, and sometimes used for writing the script. Also, JavaScript was also used for scripting and cybersecurity, but JavaScript was only used on websites, where Python and Bash was used on everywhere, like servers, like websites, like computer, and everywhere. So you need to learn at least Python very goodly so you can able to write your own scripts. Also, we have some type of script option. Here you can see what type of script option we have here. So we have just let me down. Here how we can this. We have Nmap script options. So Nmap script default or save. You can use default this type of option. Just let me open some options. I need to open some options like just next. Maybe here we get some type of Nmap scripts. Just let me set something else. Nmap script what? Nmap scripts scan what? I want to show you this. Just let me open it. Here you can just simply give you the more information about Nmap script, how a script is contained, what is the basically timing it scans. You can use different types of functions. So it was very big, and we are not going to cover all of this because this is taking very much time. And if you want to study this very carefully, you can just simply go on this particular website and study every single scan. But we are not going to use every single scan because we need information. And sometimes these scans does not give us your information. So everyone thinking if there is information or these scans does not give you so much information, why we need to study? See, right now I'm using the advanced scan because I know these scans. I'm giving you or explaining you the scans so you can understand. But if you study by yourself, then you need to understand these scans very carefully or properly. If you understand these scans very carefully, at that time you are able to perform the highest scan or advanced scan very easily. So I'm also able to learn. First of all, I will already learn these things, and now I'm able to scan advanced scan. So let's just come again and my Nmap script also scan. I think here I can found this. No, this is not the same. Just let me come HTTP auth. Just search me something else. Script scan techniques. I want to show you. And techniques. Okay. And my script scan examples. Just let me open it. Now I think we are able to just let me see if I got in next chapter. Maybe you get something else. I think I'm already doing multiple tabs. Is my screen visible to all of you guys? Is there any problem? Background symbolic. Okay, just give me a second. I will make it clear. Is any background voice is coming still, or it was clear right now? Is any background voice coming right now, or it was clear? I think, yeah, okay, very good. So here we see, I think it is very big to find the accurate thing. Let me just show you in the Linux operating system. But you can simply go here and search about the scripts and study about the scripts. What are the basic functions and what are basic scripts. But right now I'm simply going to show you the more scripts in the Linux operating system directly, not by going to the particular website. We are just going simply on Linux. Even if you find the book, you can also study well. But if you don't need to study from book, you can use the Linux operating system. In Linux operating system, we have all the script scan techniques. We have all script scans already defined, and we have every script scan definition or user usage. So if you are not able to understand the script scan in books, you can simply go to Linux, and here we can also learn about Nmap. We have everything here. Just open my Linux operating system and I will show you where you can find the scripts of Nmap and we can use. Let me just open it. Just simply typing in my login and password. So first of all guys, I need to navigate a directory where all the Nmap script was available. So for this, just open a terminal here. Change directory from root terminal to normal terminal to root terminal. For this, you need to type sudo su. You already know it this. Right now I'm in my root directory. Right now I'm navigating to a directory where all the Nmap script scan was available. So for this, we need to navigate a directory, which is basically you need to type here user slash share slash nmap slash scripts. This is a directory where you want to go to find the particular script. So just simply type this command And when you press here enter, you will go to the directory. Why this is happening? Just is there anything right, anything wrong? Okay, just wait a second. Right now I'm just changing my directory. Just back in. CD back again. Just simply ls. Just let me go here from CD user. Clear the screen. I think. Just I think forgetting where is the Nmap. User share the CD. I think so. Here I will find the Nmap. CD share. I need to put ls. I think here I can find my Nmap. Just let me show is Nmap here or not. SNmap, SNP. No, I'm not able to find Nmap. Just let me open it here. CD Nmap. No, right now I'm in Nmap. Just simply here, and here we find the scripts. So now if I navigate to scripts, right now I'm in my scripts directory. So this is the actual directory. You can just simply type this copy selection. You can just simply type I want to navigate CD and then just simply paste this directory and you are able to navigate to this directory CD user share nmap scripts. So from this you are simply able to go to the nmap scripts directory. I'm just typing the same thing on the chat box so you are able to find it. So you need to type CD then user then nmap, sorry, then you need to type share then nmap. Then you need to type cd user share and after that you need to type scripts here, scripts. And after this, when you click on here, you are navigated to the nmap script directory. This is the command to navigate to nmap script directory. When you come to nmap script directory, let me just show you here. We are on right now on our script directory. So right now I'm going to see how many scripts we have for the nmap. So if I just simply click here ls, here we see we have that much information of nmap scripts. And we are going to use all these scripts for getting information. See, we have like 100, I think 1000 to 2000 scripts right now here. You can see these all are scripts. But what do you know? How do you know which script was why and how used for? For example, there are different type of scripts, but I don't know which script why was used for which purpose. So these are nothing but like information which was useful for me if I don't know how to use it. If I don't know what is this rpc info.nsc, I'm not able to use it. If I don't know what is this http temp.info.nsc, I'm not useful. One more thing, everyone is considered, I think, is figure out what is this NSC. This is a extension of Nmap script engine. So this is a thing. If you see anywhere .nsc, just remember it is the Nmap script engine, is an extension of Nmap script engine. So I think everyone is like here, what is this? RMV vulnerable class loader. If you don't know what is this, you are not able to use this particular thing. So what we need to do? For example, if you want to find like scan, just give me a second, like here. You can see we have a scan like auth owners NSC. So what is actually this auth owner NSC means? So if you want to find particular scan type or if you want to know what is this, you can just simply come here and just simply type here nano and then the particular script engine will just be copy, and when you click here, see you open the particular thing directly or you open the particular, you can say, scripts information. Here you can see how this script was coded and what type of information is this. So you can say local nmap required nmap, local strings required string, and here we get the description of this particular scan, what does it will do. So it simply attempt to find the owner of an open TCP port by querying all auth daemon, which must allow an open target system. The auth service, also known as identity, normally run on port 113. So this simply telling us that it was trying to find open services or open authentication, or you can say by default authentications on this particular port, or you can say on TCP port. So auth service or auth or you can say script was used for finding by default credentials on a particular target. If you want to study another, here you can see there are different type of script. Here you can see how it was written. Here you can see this was the code of that particular thing. You can also, if you want to understand how it was going, you can just simply put here and learn about this. If you want to study more about just Shift Control X, then exit. If you want to get information about anything like this geolocation geo plugin, then just copy this first, then come here, then type nano. I think everyone is aware about nano. Nano is a text editor and a file creator in Linux. If you have a file, it will open the file, and if the file does not appear, it will just simply create the file. So you need to just type nano and copy the script, whichever you want to know about it, and just click both and simply type here, and you get the information about the particular thing. So what is the description here? Tries to identify the physical location on IP address using the geo plugin location of website. So means this script was able to give us the geolocation of a particular target. If you are actually scanning a target, for example, as scanning a victim, this script may give you his accurate location. So you can see we have different scans or different scans scripts for our purpose. For example, if you want to get information about versions, here you can see we get information like IEX version NAC. So if I want to get information about this, I want to know what is this. Just come here and just remove this, just nano it again, nano, and just copy the particular thing for script and just enter. Here we can some information. It can say it can obtain information such as vendor and device type were available from an IKEY service by sending 4 packets to the host. This script tests with both main and aggressive mode and send multiple transfer per request. So it was basically a request which was used for getting information about the device information, like who is the vendor, what is the IP, what is the MAC. So this is the script which was used for this purpose. So we have different scripts which was used for different purposes. Like you can see here, just open your manager. See HTTP, WWW, or PSWD, NSE. It was something interesting because the name was like PASSWD means password. So I want to check what is this. So just copy the thing and just come here. And when you type here Nmap, sorry, nano, and just simply press the script. And when you click here, we get some information about this particular thing. See what it does simply tell, check if a web service is vulnerable to directory traversal by attempting to retrieve code, etc., password, code, or codeboard.in. The script uses several techniques, general directory traversal. In simple terms, if I tell you about this code, about this particular description, it just simply tells, it is just simply try to access a particular, you can say, directory in a web page by using default credentials. It was like that. So it was just retrieve code, etc., passwords, code from a directory or code boot.in. So this is like the information. So we see how we can get about the scripts, how we get information about the scripts, and what is these scripts are actually used for. So there are multiple scripts we use according to our need. For example, if you want to bypass firewall, just come here, like here you can see in your firewall, just let me see. Here we have firewall NSC. Here we have firewall bypass. Remember, everyone asking sir, how we can bypass the firewall of Windows 11. So these two things were basically used for bypassing the firewall of your Windows 11. So if I just copy this firewall bypass NSC, and if I come here, if I just simply nano, and just if I put simple here, it's just like this clipboard, and if I open here, I want to see the description. Detect a vulnerability in net filter and other firewall that uses helpers to dynamically open port for protocols such as FTP SIP. This script work is spoofing a packet from the target server asking for opening a related connection to a target port, which will be fulfilled by firewall through the adequate protocol helper port. This attacking machine should be on the same network segment of the firewall. For this work, the script support FTP helper both IPv4 and IPv6. So in simple terms, this tells you that If you want to attack a target which was in your particular network system, you can use this particular vulnerability or script, which will simply what it will do. See, every firewall has a one single port open. Every firewall has always a single port open, which may be anything. So what it does, it will connect to that port and then try to initialize a particular virus or getting information about that particular target. So this is how you can bypass firewalls in different operating system, where you are not able to get information like using the /t option, /f option, mtu option. So this is where we are going to use it. So I think now everyone was able to understand what is Nmap scripts, where you can find the scripts, and where you can know about what a script is simply doing for. Does anyone have any information, any problem about these scripts? You can check in your LMS section as I. Does anyone have any problem about the scripts scan? How do these actually work? Where do you find about these scripts? Does anyone have any problem about these? Does anyone have? Can you run? Yeah, I'm going to run and show you a script. Yeah, I'm going to run and show you how to run a script. There's no need to worry. We are going to see how a script runs. For running a script, I just need to on my Metasploit where I can run the script. So first of all, I just simply right now turning my script Metasploit on, and now I'm going to see how a script actually runs. See, scripts are basically used for multiple users and everyone. And one more thing, why is the script preferred more than function? See, function has one task, but scripts can be defined multiple functions in a single script. For example, if you're running a single function, it has simply one function. But these scripts have multiple functions. These scripts have multiple functionality. So they can be give us the more results compared to the particular, you can say, function. So right now we are going to test the same thing in our Linux operating system. Just make my screen clear once again. Now I want to see that my Metasploit is open or not. Just let me see. I think it was open. Just let me log in here. MSF admin. And I'm going to show you how a single script is able to access and find vulnerability in a single scan. So I'm just again typing MSF admin. Right now I'm logging. I just want to check my IP address, which is 192.168.227.69. Good. Control F. Now I'm going back to my Linux. And remember, you don't need to be in this directory to run a script. You can run it from anywhere. For example, I'm just right now cutting this directory. I'm opening another directory, and just I'm Control Shift. I'm just going to root directory, so I don't need to type sudo every time. Now I'm in root directory. Just simply clear the screen. Now I'm going to run a script. So see, for running a script, you need to type something. First of all, you need to type something like this. What? First, you need to type like this nmap, which is specify nmap. Then you are running a script, so you need to specify that now nmap using the scripts. So first is you need to type like this script and then the script name. So whatever script you want to use, you need to use here. So just for example, if you want to use any script, you go to the directory where the scripts was available. I think everyone already know where the scripts was available. And after you choose, I need to pick up a particular script. So right now I'm choosing a script like auth script, auth, which is very popular script, which was used for finding vulnerabilities or you can say authentication problems in a particular target. It will try to get by default username or password for the particular target. Then you need to give the IP address. Also, in the start, you need to give what type of scan you're performing with this. So I want to perform this simple SYN scan. Remember, you need to give a simple SYN scan if you're doing with firewall bypassing or you are doing with this script. You need to give a simple scan technique which you want to perform. Either you choose SYN scan or SYN TCP connector scan, SYN ACK scan or any. But you need to choose a single scan to get more output. So right now we type this scan, and now I'm going to my Metasploit to see the IP address of it. So its IP address is right now 192.168.227. Just simply type here 192.168.227. Then what is this again? Then it is 69. Then dot 69. So right now, just let me dot 69. So when I run this script, see what type of some information I'm getting. So right now my Nmap is started and we are going to use the script. Also, just let me give you a single thing more. Uh, if you don't know how to use different scripts, just come here on your Canva, any terminal, and just type cd, then you type user, then type use share, then type nmap, then type scripts. You need to type first to go to script directory. Now you are here, just lsf, and if you want to use any script, remember for like not use that, so you can just simply first copy the script like this, copy selection, then come to the here. I'm showing you the same way, and how you can run, you can just simply type nmap script, and like here I'm using an auth script, you can just remove the script name, and just here you can simply type the script which you want to use. So right now I'm using a script which I just copy here and just simply enter. Like this you can use scripts. So if you want to use any script, you just simply go to here where you can find your script and just simply copy any script which you want to use. For example, I want to use this last script which was used for, just let me use any bigger script which will give me some information like this geolocation. So if I copy this, just simply copy this particular script and I come back here again, and again I'm just going to use this particular script. So I'm just removing this script right now and I'm going to use a geolocation. So just this is compulsory, this line is compulsory in mnap ss script, and after script you need to pick which script you want to run. So whatever script you want to pick, just copy it, paste it, and after that your target was specified and just enter, and we get information. Right now it was any information because I just off my again. I think you are able to see. So if you want to use any scan, I mean type it and you can use it. So first of all, I'm going to see what this script, this auth script give me. See, this is one of the most powerful script and most useful script on a particular type because it gives you by default username and password of particular type. So see what we are getting here. We get 21 TCP open and service FTP anonymous FTP login allowed. So what is this means? FTP anonymous login allowed. We get information. See, it just simply means you can log into this FTP port or this FTP server with an anonymous username or anonymous password. So you don't need to enter any right credentials. You just use any anonymous login ID and password to log into this particular port. And we are going to see how we are going to log into particular this port. So this is like this anonymous FTP login allowed on FTP port 4030. So what does this mean? Again, I'm telling you, simply if you see anonymous FTP login allowed on any target or any website, it simply means you are able to log into the particular target by using any username or any password. It is a by default, you can say, error or exception, or it is a misconfiguration which will happen in system, which can cause to lose data and information. After that, we get some other information like SSH auth method, supported authentication method. We get public key and private passkey. I think everyone remember in the previous scans, in the /a scans, we get the public key and password already. I think everyone remember. Then we have SSH public key acceptation, accepted public key, no public key acceptation. We get some 23 open TCP telnet, which was we also using for bypassing. Then we get some other information like SMTP enumeration username, method RCP return a handle status code. These are nothing useful. Here we get PySQL empty password error script execution failed. Here we get some type of problem. Sometimes the script execution does not done on particular targets or particular ports. So at that time we are getting this type of response. And this is happening because of security of particular target. See, when you are hacking or trying to hack something, this is not possible that every time you are able to hack because there was cybersecurity engineers and also ethical hackers who also try to protect it. So every time your scan will not give you the accurate result which you want, but you need to try to find that particular vulnerability. So this is done because of the security reasons. Then we get other information, and here is the main information which we need. Here you can see what we get on 8180 TCP, which is open and service we don't know unknown, and we get something like here it is HTTP default accounts, Apache Tomcat at manager HTML, and we get like this Tomcat. It was like a credentials, like a username or password. So I think this was a vulnerability which we find right now, and we are using this vulnerability to exploit our Metasploit. So how? I can here, if I go here, you can see what we get. This is the most important thing, which is necessary. In the last line, you will get this information like post scan script result, where you get threat summaries for this particular IP and this particular port number. We get Tomcat, which is a valid credentials. So what is this valid credentials means? So right now we know that our Metasploitable has some service running on this particular port, which is 8180. Maybe it was hosting a website, maybe it was hosting a something game, I don't know. So right now my Metasploitable has a service running on this particular port. And on this port, whatever it was hosting, whose ID and password is this Tomcat and Tomcat. Because here we get information like this is a valid credentials. So here we are going to exploit this particular target by using a simple technique. Does everyone is clear about this point, or should I tell you again? Does everyone is clear about this point, or should I tell you again? Does anyone have any doubt at this point, or should I tell you again? Sir, can you please explain from which? See again. So okay. See, first of all, you need to go here. I'm just sending you again this file. User share nmap script. You need to type this. I'm just typing in the comment box so you are able to find it. Just let me do this again. First, you need to type here hyphen user. First, type cd to change directory. This is the location where you find the nmap scripts. User, then you type share, then type nmap, then type scripts. You need to go to this place. At this place, you'll find the so what can we do with the credentials to the port? Yeah, I'm going to tell you or show you how you can use this credentials to exploit the particular target. So then no need to be worried. We are going to see how we can simply use that particular credentials to exploit the target. You can find all the scripts here on this particular directory. Does it clear all of you? Does anyone have any problem? Does anyone have any other problems, or should we go to the next? See how we can exploit. Does anyone have any problem, or should I move to the exploitation process? Okay, sir. What should we do? Okay. So right now I'm moving to the exploitation process. Uh, okay, very good. Let me just open it. So I think everyone is now able to how you can find your particular Nmap, how you can know about how you can get the information about the scripts, and how you can use the scripts. So right now I'm just using a single script to get information for just like a script scan, and I will get this information. Port scan script result. We get credit summaries, which is credential summaries for this particular IP address on this port. See, on this port, there is some services on running, which is Tomcat and Tomcat, which is say it was valid credentials. So what does it valid credentials means? So just going before this, I want to do something else for you. Just open your scan and try to search this. Before going on this, I want to show you something else. So if I search yes, a simple Nmap scan on XLR, Nmap SS, or I just simply search Excel or .com, see what information I will get. I just need to sudo pages. First I will give you the just I'm scanning a single scan, and I want to get some information from XLR. So if I scan this scan, see what I will get. I want to show you something. After that, I'm going to see how we can exploit. So you're able to understand here. So I think this scan was completely done. Just give me a second. It was 78%. I need to get the information. Yeah. Here you can see we get some information like this is the ports which are open, and we don't get much information. and we get the Nmap, I think the IP address of XLR, which is right now, I think here, other data servers are not scanned, and this is IP address. So if I just copy this particular IP address, and then if I search do in my browser like this, see what I will get. See, you are also able to access any website on any particular using the IP address, and every website has some time of service run. So if you are using right now, for example, Zoom for meeting conferencing or LMS module for meeting conferencing, at that time what happened? We are using UDP service. So UDP was also running on some port. So if you type like this, if I type like here the thing, and then I type simply double quotes, which is double quotes, and go to again on scans, and I see here is a service running on 80 TCP. So if I just type 80 TCP, I want to see what type of information I'm getting. If I type here 80 TCP, just let me see what type of information I'm getting. So right now, warning potential security risk. This is like we are going to something advanced, accept risk and continue. And I want to see the Firefox first tell me there may be a problem on this particular target because this is a HTTP website. And see, we are able to open xlr.com. Right now I'm not typing anything on my tab. I don't type xlr.com. I didn't type xlr. I never type xlr.com on this tab. I just simply type the IP address and the port, which means on this port this particular service was running right now. Do you see this? It means right now on this particular port, particular thing, or this particular port, this service was running, which is a hypertext transfer protocol, which is a web transfer protocol. I think everyone remember what HTTP. So, and if I use another thing, for example, if I want to see another thing like this here, if I want to open this 139, so I just come again on here again and just open a new tab, and let's see what I will get in this time. So if I open here this, and if I type here this like the IP address, and now if I just simply double click, and I want to see what is the service running on 139. So if I click here enter, now I want to this address is restricted. The address use a network port which is normally used for purpose other than web browsing. Firefox has cancelled the request for your protection. So means this address was restricted by the user, so we are not going to open because it was a service for user, which is basically NetBIOS SSN. Also, there is a 445 TCP, which is also filtered. See, the filtered TCP ports we are not able to open because these are filtered. So these are the information we are getting. So I think now you understand these ports have some services running on this particular IP addresses. So if you type the IP address and the port, you see what type of service running by the particular system. So XLR has done these services, and if you want to see what type of service running, you just simply type the IP address and this particular thing. Same here, we get the information like this. What we get, we know that our Metasploit has running some services on this particular IP address on this particular port, which is 8180, and we get the valid credentials of this particular port, which is Tomcat. So right now I'm going to see what type of service Metasploit was running. So first I need to copy the IP address, and I come to my Firefox browser, and in search bar I just simply type the IP address of Firefox. Then I need to type the port on which the service is running. So it was specified that it was on 8180. And if I press here enter, see what we get. Right now I see the Metasploit has running this service on the particular operating system, which is basically Apache Tomcat, which is Apache Software Foundation. I think it is a web browser which was run by Metasploit. And here you can see how we can log in. So here we can see we have information like this administration, Tomcat administration. So if I click here, you see we are on now Tomcat administration page. And remember what we get information here, that Tomcat and Tomcat is a valid credentials. So let's try and see, are we able to log in or not? So what I'm going to do, I'm come here, and in Tom username I just simply type Tomcat, and in password I just simply type Tomcat, and just if I click here on login, see, I am able to log in on the particular database, and now I am the administration. So if I go here on data resources, see, I have data resources. If I have go to mail sessions, I have mail session. If I have environment entities, I have environment entities. If I go to here users, I see multiple users. If I go to here groups, so right now I'm an administrator and I can do anything with this particular service which was run by this particular system or Metasploit. This is how you are going to exploit any target. If you are find this type of vulnerability on a particular website at that time, maybe this vulnerability maybe belongs to the admin page. So very simply you are able to log into the admin page and you get full access of the website. So a simple scan gives you that much of information or that much of exploitation technique in just a single scan. And you can see we don't use any tool right now for exploiting. We just simply use the credentials to log in. We don't use any exploitation tool. So exploitation is always not done by using tools. Sometimes it was just simply typing or googling, it was done. So exploitation is always not necessary to use tools. We see how we can use a single vulnerability to access or get information. Does anyone have any doubt about this Tomcat vulnerabilities? Does anyone have any doubt about the particular Tomcat vulnerability? Sir, what can we do with the credentials? Okay, sir, what should we do? Continue. What is open and close of services and what is used of it? Open and close services. See, open and close means the particular port has some services running. Close means that a particular service port does not have any service running. And filtered means the firewall is blocking us, so we don't know what service was running. Sir, once again, so okay, let me show you again. I'll do it from start so you can able to understand. Just let me start it again from the starting. I'm closing all the tabs. So for running a strand, any script, first of all, you need to open a terminal. Simply, you can find all scripts on this particular location, which is cd user share nmap scripts. So if you're using any scripts and then you don't know about the scripts, so just simply go to this location. And when you come to this location, you will find all the nmap scripts. Just simply ls, and you'll find all the nmap scripts. And you use any scripts to get information. Right now, what I'm going to use, I'm going to use the auth script. Or here we get the script. I think there is the information. Just let me see. This here is the information auth owner.nsg, or it is simply auth. So I'm going to use this auth script. So I just simply copy this script, copy selection. Then I'm going to open another tab. And from where I want to use this script, you need a target to run a script. So I just simply type here nmap. Then, for example, I want to run a script scan. Remember, if you're doing a script scan or a firewall evasion or IDS spoofing, you always need a scanning technique so you get information. If you don't scan these techniques, you'll get less information. So I'll just simply use a scanning technique, which is scan. Then I want to use a script. For using a script, you need to specify double hash, double hyphen. Then you need to type script, and then you need to specify the script name. After spacing, I need to use this script, which is auth owner nsc. And where I want to use on my Metasploit. So I will just come here and see what is the password or IP of my router, which is 192.168.227.69. Just come again here and type the IP address, which is 192.168.227.169. I think this is right. Let me check it again. Yeah, this is right. This is right. This is just 69. So right now, if I run this particular script, see what information I'm getting. I think there is the problem. I think what is happening? Why I'm getting in help? I just don't know what is happening here. Just let me scan. Is this internet problem? Just let me give a scan. Oh, sorry. This is done because I use this hyphen ss, which is not any scan tab in the particular system. That's why which is happening. Because I will just use this hyphen small s small s. Small s and small s is not any s. This is why this was happening. Just sudo. Simply type in here sudo and run this scan. Now see what information I'm getting. See, we are getting this type of information and how you can use the script. But I think I'm not getting information from this auth owner NSC because I don't want the information of owner. I want the authentication. So I want to use this single auth scan. So I'll just simply remove this owner and I'll use this auth script. So if I run this, now you will see we get some information. You can find all the scripts here. There are multiple scripts I'm not able to find right now. You can, if you search here, you can find every single scan here, like auth. There's malware scan, scan. There was exploit script. The most popular is auth, malware, exploit. These three are the most popular scans which was used. So you can basically use this scans. Also, you can see this HTTP scans technique, which was basically used on particular HTTP targets. So if you want to scan this, you can basically this use on particular type. You can use it IP cloud, IC cloud find my iPhone.nsa. We have a stream script which was used for finding iPhone with the IP address. You see, we have different script to scan which was used for different purposes. Right now, my scan was again done for this particular script, and we get some information. We get two crucial information. First is FTP anonymous login allowed, which we also going to see how we exploit this. Also, the most important thing is here, the post scan script result. We get here that this information will get. In this, we see we get information like thread summary for this particular IP address, means we get credentials summaries or credentials for this particular IP address on this particular port, which is Tomcat and Tomcat. We know that on this particular IP address and this IP address, there is a service running on this particular 8180 port, and the service which was running on 8180 port, the credentials of this service is this Tomcat and Tomcat. We know that this is a valid credentials. So how we can do it? So for bypassing or getting information, first you need to copy this particular IP address, copy it, then choose your Firefox browser, just come here and simply type your Firefox IP address, which is right now this my IP address, and then also type the particular port name where the service is emanating. Say if you type any other port service port like 2223245, this does not give you any result. So you need to type accurate port service. So I need to type 8180. If I type 8180 and if I press here enter, see I'm able to come up web page. Right now maybe my Metasploit will running a page, or you can say running a web services. I don't know why it was running, but maybe my Metasploit has a web service running and it can store all their data on this particular web service. Suppose you are in an organization and a main computer has running a web service. The main problem or main importance of running the web service is to get more information, or is to get all the information of the users and store it on a cloud. That's why many people use these services. Also, the second reason why they use these type of services rather than storing the data offline, because if they want to access the data anywhere, anytime in the world, they can simply use the internet to access the data. That's why they can store the data on these small servers. And when you get this type of information, you are very lucky because now you are able to access all this information. So for this, you need to click on this Tomcat administration, and when you click on this, we get the information. Here we need to try our valid credentials. So just simply type, and how do you know where to try the particular valid credentials? See, when you open this, you need to find the admin page. Here you can see, if you find this, you can see there are no any other thing. We get other services. Here we get administration, and here we get Tomcat administration. So maybe this is the admin page, and when I open this, I will open the admin page. And now I get informed that Tomcat and Tomcat was by default username and password. So I just simply type Tomcat, then again Tomcat, and now I think I'm able to get the login. So if I right now here click on login, see I'll get access to the particular web pages, and now I am in control. I can do whatever I want. If I want to change the data sources, I'll change the data sources. If I want to change environment entities, I will change the environment entity. If I want to change user database, I simply change the user database. So whatever I want to do, I just simply change everything. I'll just save, reset, whatever I want to do. So now I'm in action, or now I'm in full control. And this is a serious vulnerability which you can find just by on your first scan. So now I think everyone is remember what is auth-scan and how you get much information about using the auth-scans, and you simply exploit a target using the auth-scan. Does anyone have any doubt about the auth-scan? Sir, why say you should Tomcat administrator? What it says means it is one of the vulnerability. No, no, no. See, suppose I am working in my office. I have a company. I am running a company. Suppose XLR is a company running, and XLR CEO has multiple data. Every username data for every employee they have data, and maybe every employee, every trainer, every person has some tasks to do, but he don't need but it is not possible that he was always in office. Maybe he can go for a business trip, maybe he was some to other places for business. But what if he want to see that all the person doing their task is, and if he want to see what if the particular person has some task for today, and if some person has the leave. So what it does, it want to create a simple website or simple server where you can see save set all this information. So what he will do, he will just create a simple solver or simple website, and he store in your particular operating system or a system which was connected to their home network or office network, and they will store all the information in it and just host it. So whenever the XLRs you want to get information, he just simply open the particular website, and which website is not available to every user. Remember, this is deep web. Here we are storing data which was only accessible by people who are really needed. So we are just basic example of deep web. So whenever you want to access the data, he will just simply go and check the data. But when you are hacking a particular system, you found that particular system that it was hosting a service like this, a web service. So you might be here that maybe this service can get some information. And when you get this type of information, you are able to access the service, and you are able to see what type of information it was stored, and you are able to just manipulate the information. So this is what Tomcat and Tomcat does. How to know which script is useful for what purpose? See, for this you need to read the full things. But there are not more than 1,000 and 10,000 scripts. Can you explain the use of Tomcat web server again? See, Tomcat web server is not a service. Just in simple terms, if I tell you, it was a service, or it was a service which was run by a particular system. Maybe it was done just for the particular system want to store some data online or some other information. And why he want to store data online where when he have a laptop, he can simply store offline. This question is already pop up in everyone's mind. If he has a system, why he store data online? Why don't he store data on your particular system? See, sometimes what happens if you are working in an office and you store multiple data, but when you come to home, you also need to see data and you also need to perform some tasks. For example, if you go for a 1 day one holiday, you need to see data, you need to perform some tasks. For this, they will do this type of things. So when you are home or when you are anywhere in the world, you just simply connect to internet and see the data. This is why we just simply upload it and host on data. So this is what actually Tomcat web server is doing. So Tomcat is there nothing. It was just uploading a service and storing data. And we get by default credentials for Tomcat using a service auth. The Tomcat is password with the help of auth scan by Nmap is revealing password. Yeah. Auth scan is just basically used for giving you the authentications, means basic default username and password for every single IP address. What is that? First is check every single IP address with particular username. For example, it will check like this. Just let me show you here. What is this scan simply do? First, it will just simply let me just clear this. First, this particular thing, what will it will do? It will simply scan this IP address with all this. First is like type 192.168.227.6 and then 221, and it say that there will be some user credentials will be get. So when we check this, when it opened like 21 TCP, it found that in 21 TCP we can use anonymous FTP login. Means we can use any username or any password to log in on this particular website. This is a serious vulnerability, and this is a misconfiguration which will happen during creation of a website or creation of any system. So then it will choose that on 22 TCP open. Here can you log in? Here we also get information that yeah, we can log in with the SSH public key acceptations, which we already get in service version scan. So this is what we are getting. So it will just simply check with every port that there is service running, and they can try default password. If they get any information, they can just simply type the information here, means on the post scan result for every particular port. Right now it will only find for this 8180, which is Tomcat and Tomcat. And we use this particular credentials to bypass the system. I think now everyone understand what is this. Does anyone have any doubt about this? Let me just scan again this. I want to get some more information. I want to get some information again. I want to show you another simple sudo and just let me. I think I'm not using any script. Script. Auth. So does anyone have any doubt about how this scan was done? Does anyone have any doubt, or should we go to the next vulnerability? Does anyone have any doubt, or should I go to the next vulnerability? Should I move to the next vulnerability? Next vulnerability. Does do all of you have clearly understand what is Tomcat and Tomcat? Can I get a quick response in the chat box, guys? Are you practicing as well as with me? Can you tell me? Are you practicing with me as well or not? Are you also practicing with me? How many of you are practicing with me right now? Aditya Acharya, you are practicing, and how many other who is practicing right now with me? Shubham Wagga, you are practicing. Those who are practicing with me, please just raise your hand. I want to see how many of you are practicing right now. And how many of you are not practicing out? Can you please write your name in the chat box? Why you are not practicing with me right now? Can you tell me how many of you are not practicing right now? There are many of you, I think you are not practicing. Lalit Reddy, Grishma, Khushi Sharma, are you not practicing with me right now? Suresh Panwar, are you practicing or are you not practicing? So I think approx maximum students are still practicing with me. I'll do it later. No, I'm nothing down, sir. Okay, laptop issue. Okay, Tushar, you have laptop issue. Okay, very good. See, if you don't practice right now, if you have any problems, you can go and watch this lecture again on the LMS section and on YouTube as well. You can find the whole session on the LMS. So again, there will be no any problem. You can just simply go and watch the session again. Okay, so there will be not any single problem. If you have not performed today, if you have any problems, you can simply go to the LMS section and YouTube, and you can watch this video again, and you can perform the same scan again. So the scan work only on Metasploit or any mobile also. See, what I tell you yesterday classes, mobile devices and other physical devices are extra advanced. Remember, if I want to exploit or find vulnerability or get information on Windows 10, I use the a very advanced type of function in Nmap, which is which is also able to traceable very fast, which is the random RND/D. Before getting information about phones, you need to run combinations of scans or scripts to get information. Okay? So for getting information, you need to run combinations of scan to get information. So first you need to go to scripts, find which script is used for your phone and run the particular script. At that time you are able to get a script information. So now we are going to use another vulnerability which we also get in this section, which is this FTP anonymous login. What does this mean? What does this mean FTP anonymous login allowed? So what I will simply doing here, I'll just go into my terminal and just simply typing FTP, and then remember Linux can also connect it to different services just by using the terminal. Linux is a very powerful tool. It will just connect FTP, SMTP, Telnet and different services just on using the terminal. You don't need to go anywhere. So I need to type FTP. Then what I need to type? I need to type the target where I want to connect, which is 192 dot. Just simply target, copy the target. Simply putting my target here. I want to connect this target on this particular which port. I want to connect it on, need to specify, which is on 21 TCP 21. And when I click here enter, connect it to 20 trees, see what type of information we are getting. FTP 192.168.2276920 connected to 192, which is 2220 VSFTP. Please specify the password. Login successfully. Remote system type Unix. Using binary mode to transfer file. Local remote. So we are right now failed to open file if this is something happening. But we see we are somehow logging in. Just let me do this something again. Just type this. Name, I just want to name anything. For username like I just type Kali. Now it was asking for a password. Remember what I tell you. You can log in it with a just random username and password. Let me do it again. I think then you are able to understand. So password, I'll just simply type any password like Kali. Please specify. Login is error. Login. Just let me a second. I want to log in it again. Just open my another terminal. Just let me open another terminal. I want to do it here again. First, I need to type FTP, then the particular IP address. Now it was me the name for this particular. I think which is Metasploit. I just type the name Metasploit table. Now please specify the password. I just specify a random password. You can specify anything, any username, any password. And when I try to here, see what I will get here. Login incorrect, login failed. I don't know why this was happening. FTP. I think login failed. What does this mean? Actually, see here it was says login incorrect, login failed, but we are actually logging. That's why we are getting this FTP. I think this was done. I'm not sure why this was happening. If I type this here, I will type any username. For example, I will type user and password. I just simply type password. See, you are also getting this type of information, which is login incorrect, login failed. But actually, I think we are getting information like slash help. Just need to type help. See, I think we are now able to connect with this FTP port. We are getting this type of information, but we are able to connect it. Actually, we are able to connect with the FTP. I don't know why it was getting login incorrect, login failed, but we are able to connect it, and we get this type of information from the FTP port, which was running on the Metasploit. I don't know why this was happening. This is a problem. I don't know why this was letting login failed, but we are actually able to log in with this particular device, and we are getting this type of information. So this is just basically help command which was used for FTP. How you can use the FTP? So we can print working directory. So if I want to see print working directory, FTP, unable to determine remote directory, not able to determine remote directory. I want to see who am I right now. So who am I? Invalid command. I think I'm not able to do something. Just use another command like ls. I want to see what type of file here. Can't bind for data count address already. So right now I think I have some network issue. That's why I'm facing this problem again. I don't know why I'm facing this. Due to I think I have a network problem, guys. That's why I'm facing this type of problem. I'm really sorry for this problem. I'm just due to a network problem I'm facing. If you scan this thing, just shut down your computer once and try to do this again, and you are able to find this particular vulnerability. Due to network problems, I'm facing this particular problem. Now just let me scan this again. So just come here again. This is a network problem due to a network issue. I think I'm facing on my Metasploit. It is right now I'm not able to connect to Metasploit internet. That's why I'm facing this problem. This is done due to a network connection. That's why I'm not able to connect with the FTP port right now. Then you need to enter IP, ID, and password. No. You don't need to enter ID and password because remember what it does. It just simply say FTP anonymous login allowed. See, you don't need to type MSF admin and MSF admin. I will also try to write MSF admin and MSF admin, but I'm not able to connect. See, for your query, I just need to type it again. This is not like you need to type MSF. There is a FTP anonymous login allowed. You means you can type any username and any password. Just for your scan, I will just do this again. Simple type again. I will type the FTP, and if I type again 192.168. .227.610. For your confirmation, I'll just use the same thing, which is you see MSF admin, and then the password again MSF admin. See, login incorrect, login failed. I will do this. This has happened due to right now my Metasploit is not able to connect to internet. That's why this was happening. I just need to shut down my Metasploit and try to again. Then it will be happen. This is done due to network problem. So I think right now everyone is able to understand why we are going to use Metasploit and why we are going to use different tools. So this error is coming. Yeah. See, now we are going to see another things. So first of all, right now till we understand about basic script scan. How many? I think everyone is know about a script scan, how to use a script scan, where you can find the scripts to run a particular scripts on Nmap. Also, which script is used for which purposes. Just basically you need to open the script and see what type of information you get. Now we have done our information gathering process here. So now what can we do after have logged in? See, basically if you log in on that process, you can now access. You have the access of your data. You can change the data, you can manipulate the data, whatever you want. You are an ethical hacker. Right now you have the access to a particular web service. You have access to a system. So there are two things. First thing, you may be response or you may inform to the particular organization whose data is that, and they may be reward you by a bug bounty. So how to check if Metasploit will connect to internet or not? Just use the command ping in Metasploit, ping 80.80.80 and it sends the ICMP packets, and receiving the ICMP packets, it was connected to internet. So now we are going to see the next thing. We have completed the second process of ethical hacking or cyber ethical hacking, which is information vulnerability assessment. Now we are going to see how we exploit targets. For this, just let me shut down my Metasploit once. So right now I'm going to open something else and we are going to see a tool named MSF framework or MSF console. How many of you know about MSF framework or MSF console? Does anyone know about MSF framework and MSF console? Can you fix Metasploitable issue? We can log in and access and do something with it. See, if you log into MSF FTP port, you are just able to transfer data. This is not a very big thing. You can just simply transfer data, take the data and other things. This is like this. Can you fix your Metasploit and what can login and access and do something? Just let me show you if you want. Just let me fix it. I need to just go to settings and again. This will happen if sometime due to a network problem, just simply go if this is a problem, we just change the MAC address sometime and after it will work properly. Just change the MAC address and start it again. If you are also facing this type of problem that the Metasploit will stop activating or stop accessing the network, just shut down it and change the MAC address and try to connect again. Maybe it will happen and you are able to connect it. Or sometimes it will happen due to the network problem or network connectivity. So right now I'm again doing this. Just open this. Just let me open this. And now I'm trying to show you what information you are getting. So just let me open this thing. So first of all, just need to log in here. MSF admin. Now just I want to check the IP address. So if I have config, which is again 192.168.227.89. This time 89. So just come here. Just 6989. So just come here. FTP login. Network is unreachable. Just again I'm facing the same problem. I want to say it here again. I don't know why this is happening. I'm just 192.168.227.89. Same. Just try to connect again. Can't connect to FTP. I think I'm not able to connect right now, guys. That's why this the problem I'm facing. Just let me check it again. I don't know why this is happening with me. I have config. Just checking. Ping 80.80. Ping It was transferring data. Just come back here again. I want to try it again. Maybe this time I will succeed. One 9160. I think right now I'm not able to connect with the this. Just let me net Discord. Is my system is connected or not? I'll just check. I think the network is uninstalled for my lap desktop. Okay, now it was done. Actually, it was not Metasploitable. It was actually my as an admin. Just enter the password. Now I think I'm able. See, you are able to transfer this. Now I think everyone is logged in successful. Now I'm logged into successful. Here we can give information using a binary mode to transfer files. Means now we are able to transfer files. So first of all, I want to see what is the files writing now. So if I choose ls, we see here we get information like entering extended passive mode information. Here comes directory listing. We get some type of information like this. To choose this directory, send OK. If I want to navigate any directory, I want to see what who am I right now. So if I click who am I, invalid output, I want to see what type of output I'm here right now. So if I just click on here help, I'll see what type of information I will get. See, we get this type of information in this FTP particular port. So right now the FTP port is running some services and we have the power to access that particular services. So these are the tools which we can use to get information. For example, we have a tool like here, just get a tool like PDIR or print directory. So if I use this PDIR tool, I want to see which directory I am right now. So right now I will get 229 entering, just getting the directory information. I think I'm getting something else. I want to change, get something else like just use the pwd. I think after this I think get the continue remote directory home msf admin. Right now I'm in home msf admin. So I want to go to back directory. If I choose just simply choose the cwd double dot directory change successfully. Now I want to see in which directory I'm ls. See, we get some other information like this ftp ms admin service user. If I can type pwd, see, I'm right now home, and in home these services are right now, which is FTP, MSF admin service and user. And I want to make sure that this is right or wrong. So if I come to my Metasploitable, see here, and if I search here like go to the home directory, I want to go to home directory. So if I type here ls right now in vulnerability, so first of all I need to back to the directory and go to the home cd double dot. Now right now I'm home, and if I ls here you can see we have got FTP, MSF admin, service and user. Also, we getting the same information here in the FTP Linux operating system. We get information about these that we have FTP, MSM admin, service and user. Also guys, we are able to create a directory. For example, for your confirmation that we are already hacked that system, I use the command mkdir to create a directory. So I am creating a directory like test subject, and I'm going to see that this particular subject, test subject, was created or not. So right now I'm creating this test subject in particular Linux operating system. So create directory operation fail. I think directory create directory of fail. I don't know why this has happened. So I think I don't have the access to creating a dark directory. I think I'm not able to create a directory guys right now. I think just I'm not able to create directory. So this the FTP does not give me the more information. It just simply like connected me and give me the information of seeing the data. So I think I'm not able to create a directory. We are going to see in the next vulnerability how we can see. But this is how you can navigate and see what type of information you are getting. Suppose you hack someone else's laptop. So you'll also get this type of view, this type of prompt, where you get this type of information. You need to navigate to every single directory to get information. Like you need to type pwd to see which directory you are in. You need to type cd double dot to go back. You need to type ls to see what type of directory right now here. So you can get bin root, this type of information. Then you need to go to every directory and see what type of information there was. So this is how you are going to navigate and see what type of information particular system has. This is how you done hacking, and this is just a simple hack which we get and do. by just using a simple FTP anonymous login. So I think you are able to understand what does this FTP anonymous login means. So what is the password of Metasploitable? Guys, password of Metasploitable is just MSF admin. You can already see on the screen. If you just open here, you can see already on the screen. The password of Metasploitable is already MSF admin and MSF admin. Does anyone have any problem till there? Can we send payload or virus by FTP? You can say no. We can't able to send actually payloads or virus. No, we are actually able to send payloads or virus. Yeah, we are able to send it. There's no problem. We use Metasploitable to send payloads and virus through FTP. Sir, it will be awesome if we are able to see something happening further after accessing. You are also able to see it. See, you already able to see. We are getting more information about the particular target. We are just navigating to the Metasploitable right now. Right now I'm Metasploitable. I can delete any directory, but I don't want to delete anything because every is important here. So you can see we have the full operation here. We can move to any directory. You can get see what type of information this is. So this is very crucial thing. In real time, if you done like this for target, if you done on a real target like this was a very big attack. You can control completely access the full directory or completely access the full size system of the particular system. So this is a very crucial information. This is not a normal attack or normal vulnerability. This is a very crucial, a very high level attack, which is considered to be a 9 to 10. It is considered between the range of 9 to 10 on CVE. So this is a crucial attack. Don't think that this is a normal attack, guys. We deal a crucial attack right now. Which is MSF admin. The password of Metasploitable is MSF admin. So Metasploitable is not working for Windows search. What do you mean by Windows search? Metasploit Nmap script auth scan. Okay, you done an auth scan on this particular thing. See, this is not Metasploitable. This is Nmap, guys. Metasploitable is operating system. Yeah, this is happening because remember what I said. Auth is a particular scan which gives you by default username and password. Does your system can host any website right now? Vivek, does your system hosting any particular website right now at that time? No, your system is not hosting any particular website. So how do you get an authentication? One slash using active. This is not a command. This is just simply a basic navigation commands. You can use ls for going from one place to see the directory. You can use the cd to go backward or forward. You can use the pwd to see the print working directory. These are the basic commands. I'm already sending you the links. Sir, Nmap script auth is starting. Host sim down if you really observe why this is that. This is happening because network problems. You don't have internet connection or the your Metasploitable or maybe your Linux will stop getting internet connection. For this, just need to be shut down and restart your operating system. So the problem is solved. This is happening because we are using a virtual box, guys. So this problem was many times happening continuously. If you are using a physical device, at that time this problem was never happening. So now we are going to our. Should I go to the next tool, guys? Should I go to the next tool, which is Metasploitable, which is MSF framework, and which is one of the most popular tools for ethical hacking. Should I go to MSF framework, or do you have any other questions? If you have any other questions, just please ask me, or should I go to MSF framework? Can I get a quick response in the chat box, everyone? Does anyone have any doubts, or should I go to MSF framework? No, sir. So I will continue, sir. So should I go to MSF framework? So now we are going to see a tool MSF framework, which is one of the most popular tools used in cyber security or ethical hacking for logins or exploitations or doing nuttier things. Let me clear my screen first. And now we are going to use the tool MSF framework. See, we already do two things. First is info gathering. Info gathering using OSINT tools. Using OSINT tools. Second, we get vulnerabilities using Nmaps. Now, what we do the third thing, we need to exploit, and for exploit we use the MSF console, and it is one of the most popular tools which was used for performing exploitation on a particular target. So whatever vulnerability you are finding, we use MSF console to exploit that particular vulnerability. So for this, first we need to go to MSF console and see what type of information we are going to see here. So for this, first of all, you need to navigate to MSF console. Remember, we are going to the MSF console directory. So just first of all, go to the root directory, or you can rest it here. But I am going to do root directory because I don't want to type sudo every time. So I just simply go to root directory, so I don't need to type sudo every time. Right now I'm in root directory, and here our MSF console is happening. So first of all, you need to type cd, then user, then again share, then again you need to type Metasploit. Remember, you need to type Metasploit framework. Metasploit hyphen framework. User cd user share Metasploit framework, and then click on here. And when you click this, you will open to Metasploit framework. Now I am in Metasploit framework. Also, there is one more way to open this particular directory. If you don't want to go like this, you just simply type this msf console. msf console. You can simply type this, or you open the msf console. There's two ways to go to there. First, you can just simply type msf console on your terminal, or the second way, you can write this. Right now we are into the Metasploit framework, and this is the tool of MSF framework. Remember, this is the whole tool which is Metasploit framework. If I just click here ls, you can see we have different options, and these are the tools which we use. Like here you can see MSF console. We use the MSF console. We have the second tool which is MSF Venom. We use the MSF Venom tools. We use these tools. We have the script password. We have the script exploit. We use these tools. So this is complete Metasploit framework, and MSF console is the tool which we use for performing exploitation on Metasploit. And this tool is basically used for multiple exploitation. This is the one of the most popular tool. See, we have a tip here: warning a custom module after adding a module. Why not try to read command? So this was basically a thing. You are not going to see. Everyone is getting different type of logos. Like I'm getting this, someone getting some different type of logo. So don't need to worry. Everything Metasploit opens a different logo every time when you log in or when you open the Metasploit. So there are two ways you can open the Metasploit framework. First, just simply type MSF console, or you can go to here. So right now I'm here and I'm just going through this tool, which is MSF console. I want to see. So first of all, I need to move to MSF console. Simply type MSF console, and why I think I write the name MSF console. MSF. I write the spelling error. Miss as just let me type copy this. I think maybe I'm writing the spelling wrong. Copy selection. Why this is happening, I don't know. I don't know what is this happening. Just let me go to here on. No, I don't want to be here. I want to be. Just wait a second, guys. Windows MSF console. So just let me find CD scripts. It's enable dot. Should I go to CD and I'm not able to go to this directory. Just give me a second, guys. I think I'm getting. I need to go to which? Oh, sorry. I need to go to this modules. I'm not able to go to this MSF console. Remember, I'm doing a wrong thing. I'm really sorry. We are not able to move to these things. We are not able to direct these things, which was written in green, because these are Python programs, or you can say programs or commands, which was used for execution. So we not able to open this directory. So we are not able to this directory. That's why we are getting information, not a directory MSF console. We need to open this module. We are going to use this module to see what type of information we are getting. So if I type here cd, then modules, first of all, let me clear the screen. Cd modules. See what we get. We get these modules. You see, we get auxiliary, encoder, evasion, exploits, payloads, or knobs. These are the 6 modules which was used by us or to exploit a particular target. Also, when you come here, you can also see we have the same thing here. We have the auxiliaries, we have the payloads, we have the exploits, we have the evasions, we have the knobs, we have the posts. These are the same thing which was appear on here. But we are using the directory so we can navigate every file very easily. So right now we have auxiliaries, encoders, evasions, exploits, knobs, payloads, posts, and we are going to know everyone a little bit because we are going to use MSF framework for a very long time. So we need to know every tool very much important. What is this particular auxiliary means and why it is used. See, auxiliaries are basically used for scanners or spoofing. See, sometimes Nmap does not give you the more result, and sometimes Nmap fail to give results. So at that time, we use auxiliary modules. Auxiliary modules is basically used for performing scanning, spoofing, or getting data from users. Sometimes, do you guys know about keyloggers? How many of you know about keylogger? How many of you know about a keylogger, guys? How many of you know about keyloggers? How many of Prajwal you know about keylogger? Does anyone else know about keyloggers? Don't know. See, keylogger is a virus which was used for spoofing a target, means getting the information of a particular target without their knowing, just by recording the keynotes. So if I install a keylogger in your system, whatever keystrokes you are giving, it will already record and it will send to me. So keylogger is a basically spoofing, say, a spoofing virus which was used for getting information. Auxiliary modules is same. Auxiliary modules was also used for spoofing. What you said? Just let me see. Just let me see this. Yes, sir. It traces key process. Yeah, very good. It traces the key process. See, the auxiliary module are basically used for scanning, spoofing, like information. So it can scan the particular target to get more information. It can also use spoofing targets or send spoofing virus to particular target to get information like its username, its passwords. It uses this technique. So it will just simply send spoofing viruses to a particular target. So if I move to auxiliary target or navigate to auxiliary target, let me see what I will get. Just I will navigate to auxiliary targets. So basically auxiliary, CD auxiliary, and if I just press here right on auxiliary target, and if I click here ls, see what we get here. We get admin information, we get band, we get example.py, we get file format. Here we get gather. We have some information like we use this gather particular format to gather information from a target. We have crawlers, which was basically a type of virus which was used for getting information from a target device. We have dogs, we have clients, we have analyzers, we have fuzzers, we have scanners, which was used for scanning a particular target. We have sniffers, which was used for sniffing a target. So there are many different things which we use for getting information. So if I just click on any other, for example, if I click on like scanners, I want to see how many scanners are there and what type of information there is. If I go to scanners and then I put here ls, here you can see what type of scanners we have. So we have just left, I think this was. So see, we have different type of scanners right now. We have port map scanners, we have port scans, we have port grass scanners, we have scanners for printers, we have scanners for IP, we have scanners for fingerprints, we have scanners for email, we have scanners for MySQL. So we have different scanners for different purposes. We have scanners for telnet. So here you can see you have different scanners for different purposes. You have scanner for X11, which is basically Windows 11. So you can see you can have various type of scanners for various purposes. Just you can use any, for example, if I come here a POP3. This is a basically version which was used by any particular, you can say, ports to run some services. So if I go to POP3, CD POP3 and see what type of information here. So if I just click here ls, see we have POP3 RV and POP3 login version. So we have two scanners option in auxiliary. First is POP3 login RV, which was used for logging a particular POP module or POP information. Like you see, we already do you guys see we already how we exploit the Tomcat version? It is simple as that. We use this scanner or this particular module to hack a particular version which was using the POP3 particular IP service. So if a target using the POP3 service, we able to hack using this particular versions. So we have two things, POP3 login RB and POP3 version RB. Also, these both programs was coded in Ruby. You can see by the extension. And if you want to know about this, just nano, and then type the particular auxiliary scanners name, so POP3 login.rb, and if I click here, see, I'll get the information about this. So I'll get up more information that what this module does. So this module requires Metasploit. First, it requires Metasploit. Again thing, current source. You can go here to see what is the information. Include class Metasploit. Here it was a code which was used for scanning and getting information. So this is basically a virus which was used for logging on a POP3 service by using different credentials or bypassing the credentials. So this was basically a scan technique, or you can say bypassing technique. Now we have some other things. So just go back to here. You can go and watch different scanners, see and navigate it and see what type of information you are getting. I'm going getting back, and we are going to see again all the things because we need to know all the 7 things. The second is encoders. So what is basically an encoder? So if I click on here CD encoders, if I click here, right now I'm in encoders, and if I click here ls, you see we have some type of offerings. So what is this encoders actually mean? See, whenever you create a virus, you don't send the virus directly. Like if you create a virus, for example, a .apk file, and if you send the apk file, it was 90% confirmed that this is a virus. But if you somehow manage to merge the APK file or manage to merge the virus in a PDF or in a folder, at that time, the user may not recognize that you are sending a virus. And maybe your virus was more easily accessible, or maybe the user more easily open the particular virus. So encoders are basically used for, you can say, converting or hiding your viruses into different things. We use encoders to simply change the formats of virus. For example, I created a virus which just crash your system. But if I send you the particular virus, you not open it because you see, if someone send a suspicious file, maybe you're not open. But if someone send you an image on WhatsApp, you maybe open it. So what I will do, I just simply use the encoders to just simply merge the virus to the image, and I will send the image. So when you download the image or click the image, there's two things happening. First, the image was downloaded, and the second thing, the virus was done behind it, and you won't be able to see the virus. So this is how encoders work. So encoder basically what it does is just simply encode or simply hide your, or simply change the format of your viruses, or simply hide it, or merge a virus with a simple file so the target cannot exercise it is a attack. Does anyone have any other questions regarding the encoders or auxiliary modules? Does anyone have any other question? Do you guys have any other question, or should I go back to the particular target? Do anyone have any question, or should I go back to the other modules? I think none of you have any questions, so I'm going to the another topic. So the next thing is the evasion module. So what is this basically evasion? So if I go here, evasion, just go back to evasion, and if I click here, and if I now go into evasion, just simply click what here. Now I'm going to evasion module. So just type evasion. Now right now I'm in evasion module, and what is this evasion actually mean? If I just type here evasion, so evasions are basically used for bypassing the firewalls, or you can say IDs. Here we can see we have evasions just for Windows, means we can only bypass Windows using this technique. So if I just simply go to Windows, for example, CD Windows, see what I will go. The evasions are basically used for bypassing the firewalls of a Windows operating system. We are now Windows, and right now I'm seeing what type of installation I will get. So we have app locker installation, app locker evasion. We have different app locker evasion, which was used for you can say bypassing the firewall or bypassing the security of a particular Windows operating system. The evasions are actually not very useful because firewall are already predefined all these things. So if you are using a evasion on a Windows 10 or a Windows 11 laptop, this will not work because firewall already know that this type of file has some malicious code and it will cause system. So it will not able to or reject you to install this particular system. So you are not able to install it. So this was nothing for you, and it does not actually work. Again, the next thing is, just let me come here. The important thing right now here is just let me clear the screen once. Now the important things is the exploits. See, this is the most important things. What is the exploits? See, basically exploits are those programs which was sent to a particular target over network through a port, and we can hack the particular system. So exploits are basically viruses or programs which were sent through ports. Remember, exploits are programs which was sent through ports on a network on a device which was connected to internet. So exploits, I'll just light the definition. So you can exploits are programs, or you can say are programs or viruses which was sent to a device which was connected to internet, which was connected to internet to internet. So exploits are program which was sent to a device which was connected to internet through ports through port through ports. So this is what an exploits are. Basically, exploits are malicious program which was sent through ports to access a particular system. A program which was sent through which was through internet, which was just let me which was sent to a device uh, which was connected to internet through ports, and it was able to hack the particular system. So this is what exploit are simply means. So exploit are basically malicious program which was sent to a device which was connected to internet through a port, and this will help you to access, or you can say bypass, or you can say get the whole information of the device, or you are able to control the device. You can use remote execution, you can delete all the files of the particular device, you can stop buffer overflow, or you can send a malicious program like DOS to just simply bypass the system. You can use different things. So let me open and see what does exploits have right now. If I go to exploits directory, cd exploits, and see what type of exploits we have right now. So if I go here ls, so we have exploits like this. So you see we have exploits for Apple iOS, we have exploits for Android devices, we have exploits for Firefox users, we have exploits for, you can see, OpenSSD, Solar IS, which is the operating system. We have exploits for Unix operating system. We have operating viruses for Windows operating system. So we have viruses for different type of operating system. So I want to see a virus. For example, like I want to see the virus for Apple iOS. So if I click here CD Apple iOS and see what is this. So if I click CD Apple iOS and I just click here ls, see we have three type of viruses for Apple iOS system. So first is for browser, second is for email, and second is message. So browser means Safari browser. Safari browser has some serious problem in the early stages. So this particular virus is regarding to the Safari browser. Email, maybe some problem with the email. And SSH is basically a secure shell login. So we have three type of viruses for browser, email, and SSH. And you want to see more about this, just go to any other thing. For example, I'm going to browser, cd browser, and if I click here enter. Right now, if I click here again ls, we have see what type of information we are going. As I tell you earlier, this is particularly depending to the Safari. So we have Safari problem, we have Safari, we have a WebKit and Web. So we have four particular you can say exploits for this, two for Safari and two for WebKit. So I'm just opening a simple virus, which is the Safari JIT RB. I just simply copy this, and I want to see what does this virus actually do. So if you want to know what is a virus do, many of you ask me at the starting point, sir, how do you know which type of virus we know? So you need to go to the exploit section and you need to find on which operating system you are targeting. So if you're targeting Apple iOS, go to the Apple iOS and see what type of virus you have and which virus is useful in which term. You want to attack on browser, you want to attack on email, or you want to attack on SSS. So right now I want to attack on browser. I want to use this Safari JIT. So I want to study it. So just I type and nano and then just paste the name. If I paste here, see what is I'm getting. Just give me a second. See here I will get information like this. You can see here what this module require Metasploit. We get some time of this. We get some information about this name and description. Here you can say we have group description, and this is for ISO 7.1.2. Means this attack was used for the iPhone 7 operating system. Means this particular device attack was used in iPhone 7. If a device was lower than this version, this attack will happen. But if a device was upper than this, it will not happen. Here you can see the description. What is this description? This module exploits a JIT optimization bug in Safari WebKit. This allows you to write a shell code to RMX memory section in Java code and execute it. The shell code contains a kernel exploit CV206-2016. Remember, this vulnerability was belong to 2016 that obtains kernel RW, obtain root and disable port signing. Finally, we download and execute the Metasploit payload. So in simple terms, this says that this code was basically this virus can just bypass the browser. Using the browser, it will just simply get access to the whole iPhone 7. So what is simply in simple terms, if I tell you, it will simply give you the whole access to the iPhone 7. So this is what it means. So it was, and also it was just only meant for this iOS 7.1.2. If a version is higher than this, we're not able to perform. And if a version was lower to this, but the Safari WebKit JIT is already upgraded, we're not able to do this. So this is for this. So you need to know about a particular virus, and you can use and see every particular virus what is this saying. So you can go to different website viruses, and you can see what is the information. I'm just going back and see some other things. Just going back to see double dot. Just we have two things left. I want to show you this. The second thing here you can say knobs. What is box? So knobs is basically means no operation. So what is this? What is means no operation? So when you use knobs, it just simply do nothing. Have you held out why we use knobs then? If it does nothing, why you use? See, whenever you are trying to attack someone, suppose you are fighting a war, and at that time, if I say you have a weapon which can stop everyone at the same time for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you can use this weapon and everyone stop in the enemy section for 30 minutes. Do you want this weapon? Obviously, you want this weapon. If you stop the enemy section moving from 30 minutes, your troops can easily win the war by very easily because in the 30 minutes, the enemy section does not move a single inch. So your troop can simply defeat the enemies. So that's what the knob does. When you send a knobs to a target, the system was right now could not perform any operation. It just simply default and just stop performing any operation. Or you can say it is a DOS attack, a DDoS or DOS attack, basically denial of service. Knobs was basically used for performing DOS attack. Because when you send knobs to a particular target, it will just simply stop the system from doing anything, means no operation. So it is like a DOS attack, which is denial of service, which is same as knobs, because denial of service also stopped doing all the services. And knobs is basically used for performing DOS and DDoS attacks. So this is what knobs. And if I go to knobs directly, you can see we don't have much option. Just I go to knobs, and if I click here ls, you see we have some options for knobs, like we have PHP, PPC. Just I want to see an option like x64. So if I type cd x64, which is for 64 bits computers, and if I click here, I want to see what happened. Which is get simple RB, which is a program which was used for maybe we can say stopping all the programs of a particular operating system in the 64-bit operating system. So if I want to see this nano simple RB, simple.rb. If you run this program in someone's system who has Ruby, then it will automatically stop all the service running on the particular system for a particular time. So here we can see the information about this class not exploitable. We can get a list of information, like here we get this instruction list. So these are the basically an program. I think we don't get any description in this. No, we don't get any type of description in this particular thing, but this program simply stop performing any tasks which was happening on your system. So right now I am performing multiple tasks, and if a Nops was attacked with me, the all performance was just cancelled, no operation, and everyone was dead, and I'm not able to use any operation on the particular time. And this was basically a very serious problem, because if someone is doing something serious and some important thing, and the attacker can send Nops, he was unable to do the task at that time. So that's what a Nop does. Just go here. Now I'm going back again CD. Now I have some other thing to show you. CD again. Now I'm going to ls, and now we have two more things. The payloads. What is this payload basically mean? This is also one of important things which we use most times. So payloads is same as exploits but are different. LOA. See, payloads are like programs. These are not like simple things. Payloads are like programs which was programmed and used for attacking. Payloads was downloaded by particular targets. You can send a payload to a target, he can download your payloads. Where exploit was sent, your payload can download it. So payloads come in three ways: adapters, singles, stages, in four ways. Adapters are basically payloads which was used for connecting or make a full connection. Where singles are single payloads, you can just transfer the payload, and if it connected, you can transfer the data. Where stages are a payload which was more secure and stable. What stages simple do? It will make a reliable connection between the attacker and the target. And if the connection was breakdown, again when you want to connect it, it will just connect it again. So stages are more compactable than stage singles, where singles just used for a single time connection. If the connection was break, you are not able to connect it again. But stages are those payloads which have more than two payloads. If you have more than two payloads and you send to the target, that time you use the stages. So basically, stages we also use for if you want to connect to the target for a long period of time. For example, if you want to connect to the target for 3 months or 4 months, at that time use stages. And if you want to connect to the target for like 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours or 6 hours, you want to get all the data and then you just remove it. So you can just use the stages. And if you are just testing, you can use the single. And adapters are like making a full connection, which was not I'm saying useful, because it will also reveal your identity. So using adapters is sometimes making you say hiding your anonymity. You can just go outside, and the attacker or the maybe the target know that you are attacking him. So using the adapter is a bad option. I don't suggest you to use adapters on a real target. So if I show you a single thing on singles, just open a module. If I open singles, CD singles, you can see right now we have some different payloads for this. As again, we have for Linux, we have for Java, we have for Firefox, we have Genix, we have for Android, we have Apple OS. So right now, if I want to see what payloads I have for Android, so if I go CD Android or YD, and if I press U, see we have this type of payloads for Android. And remember, these three are the most dangerous payloads because these have the power to connect your phone completely. If you use these payloads on anyone's phone, you are able to connect or you are able to get full access of their phone. You can take a screenshot, you can open the cameras, you can open the screen recording, you can send anyone messages, you can receive messages, you can transfer messages, you can call someone, you can send messages. You have the full access of phone if you use these particular payloads, because these are the most popular payloads which is used for getting full access to an Android phone. So I think now you have also have understand about what is payloads and how we can use it. Now we are going to the last option, which is the post modules. I'm just going back, post modules. So just ls. Now the last is the post module, cd post. So post module is basically the modules which was used for hacking different devices in a particular, you can say, like performing. Post is similar as you can say exploits. Post modules are not different but similar as exploits. It has also different modules which was also used for exploiting target. But post modules are barely used for getting information than exploiting. So post module is same as exploitation, but there's a difference. Post module also perform scanning and different other things. So if I open any post module like for Firefox, if I open post module for Right now I'm opening for Windows. So if I open for Window, if I click here and if I show you what you get, so you can get this type of information in the post module. You can gather, you can get information like gather, which gather information. You get manage, you can get recon, we get LAN. So we get different options for the Windows also. These are all the 7 options of a particular Metasploit framework which we are going to use. So just getting back, just let me a second. So these are all the options which we are going to see and choosing which we choose to perform attack. We are going to use all these to perform attack. But basically we are going to use this auxiliary, this evaders, the exploits, the payloads, and the evasions. We are only going to use these 4 because noops and post module are sometimes not useful many times because already all the system have the most windows or firewall defenders which simply block the noops and post. Also, the encoders was also sometimes not able to run because all the encoders techniques were already patterned by the firewall. So encoders will also not work. So there is no need to be worried. We are going to see different tools which are we going to use for encoding a particular virus so that firewall is not able to find it. And we are going to see how we can bypass the firewall again by hiding our viruses. So this is what we are going to the next classes. Here you can find the same thing. Here it will say how many exploits we see. We have 2,397 exploits. We have 12,035 auxiliary modules. We have 4220 post modules. We have 1388 payload modules. We have 46 encoders module, 11 knobs, and 9 innovations. If you want to see any exploit, just type command show and just type exploit. You are able to see every exploit. Show options. So exploits. I need to type exploits. You are able to see every expert. If you want to use any, just type use and just copy the expert name. This is how we are going to use it. If you want to just back, you can just type cd. The commands of Metasploitable framework was same as a line, so don't need to worry. The command is very safe. And in the next classes, we are going to see how we are using this Metasploit framework to hack our particular Metasploit, and also we are going to see how we can simply hack our Windows 10 operating system, or how we are going to hack our Windows 10, a real target. See, in this session, we are going to hack a real target. In the next week, we are going to hack a real target, not a dummy project. We are going to see how we hack Windows 11 and how we are going to hack Windows 10 operating system. Does anyone have any other questions? Sir, we can use these modules for present device. No, you can't. See, you can use, but the main problem is you need to first bypass firewall. See, in today's world, the most you can say problematic thing is the firewalls. If you bypass the firewall, then at that time you are able to do anything. So the most important thing is to bypass the firewall. Name Samsung Galaxy. What does uh, name Samsung Galaxy Knox Android RC description? A vulnerable exists in Knox security of component of Samsung. What are you telling? Just sir, after you did nano something, we get something information. What is it saying? See, it's saying Samsung Galaxy Knox Android version has some time of vulnerability. It was just simply saying that. See, you can just simply search on Nano and you find what is this. Does anyone have any other doubts regarding the session, or should we end the session? Does anyone have any other doubts? Does anyone have any other doubts, or should we end the session? Can I get a response in the chat box, guys? Homework. Okay, for homework, I want to suggest you to for next 2 days. Yeah, for next 2 days, I want you to practice Nmap. I want you to learn about more scripts. See, you don't need to do anything. I want all of you to learn more about the scripts. You need to go to say scripts, try all the scripts on Metasploit or your Windows 11. Try to do it. And one more thing, I want all of you to do all the script scan on the Windows 11. See every firewall bypassing scan on scripts and try to perform it. So you said to explore about exploit auxiliary payload, then it's possible to do these attacks. Yeah, we are going to see how we can use this particular module to attack. And from Monday, we are going to only do exploits. So from Monday onwards, we are going to only exploits. We are going to exploit Windows 10, Windows 11, which is Windows 10 my second laptop, Windows 11 which is my personal laptop. We are going to exploit both these two laptops, and after we are going to see how we can also exploit the Metasploit. So we are going to exploit all these three. So don't need to be worried. We are going to exploit all these three particular operating systems. I want all of you to go to the Nmap script and see Nmap script and try to perform all the scans to get more and more results and see which scan is very useful for bypassing the system. Also, I want all of you to try the same scan on this particular website, which is a dummy website. You can go to www.jnsiss.in. Here you can simply go and simply just here you can go and simply try every web. See, if you don't want to perform on a real target, you can just simply perform all the scans on this target. You can use any target scan. It was firewall or it was a DOS scan. Whatever you want to do, just perform it on this particular scanner. So that's for all today. We are going to meet on Monday again, and from Monday we are going to see how we are going to exploit our Metasploit over Windows 10 and different operating system. So that's all for today. Have a good night, all of you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, actually, there is one important update. As you all know, Saturday and Sunday we don't have a session, and also Monday we don't have a session. We are for festival, so we are not running a session. So we are again joining on Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Okay, so all of you I think know about. We are joining on Tuesday 7 p.m.
Yeah. So yes, sir. If you are done for the day, we'll wind up. So we'll
Yes, ma'am.
meet again on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable class. Yeah. Yeah. So students, I hope you all understood. Like as usual, Saturday and Sunday we don't have a session, settles on weekends. So this week on Monday, so because of a festival, so we are taking a off on Monday. So we don't have a session on Monday as well. Okay. So we are again meeting on Tuesday at 7. Okay. If your friends are not here, kindly inform them not to join the session on Monday. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we are done for the day. We are winding up. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Good night all. Thank you.